Going to show you the computer assist module. This module could be used to diagnose a computer driver that no longer is functioning as designed, or to be a permanent repair. So Rich, why don't you tell everyone about the computer assist module?
All right, thanks, G. All right, what we're doing here is we have a 2002 Nissan Altima with a problem that had no low beams. All right, the low beams are turned on by a low beam relay. The high beam relay worked. The high beams worked on the car, but no low beam relay. In looking at the diagram, we found that the CPU in the fuse box turns on that low beam relay. Apparently, the CPU driver was burned out in the relay, and it would not ground that relay turning on the headlights. So what we did is we took this module, we cut the wire going to between the CPU and the low beam relay, and we connected the trigger wire of the computer assist module to the CPU, and we connected the output wire to the relay.
So in other words, Rich, in series.
Yes, in series. We put the module in series with the output wire between the CPU and the relay coil.
And it looks like, Rich, on that module you need power and ground?
Plus we powered the relay, the module, and we grounded the module. Okay? Now, what that module is going to do is when that CPU comes on, tries to turn that relay on even though it can't. All right? This module is going to read that, and it's going to turn that relay on. So, in this case, if this is hooked up and it goes on, now you know that the computer is functioning, but the output circuit is no good. That'll tell you that the logic circuit is working inside the computer, just the output is bad.
So the sensor, meaning logic circuit side, is good. The driver has burnt open due to many reasons.
That's right.
Maybe someone even causing that problem using a jumper wire or other device.
Absolutely.
But this confirms that it will work. The relay comes on, the low beams worked on the vehicle.
That's right.
And then it's up to the owner or the shop to say this is now a permanent repair, or you definitely need a computer.
Yeah, just a test.
Just a test.
Be a test or a permanent repair.
Let's see what the component looks like, Rich. Let's look at the computer assist module.
All right, let's look at the module. It's very small. It's about the size of a pack of cigarettes. Not a pack of cigarettes, a pack of matches. All right, with 4 wires to come out. This is the unit right here.
Okay, let me zoom in here a little bit.
Okay, this unit right here with 4 wires coming out. All right, and we can do different triggers depending on whether there's a positive trigger or a negative trigger. All right.
So positive trigger if the computer is supplying positive.
That's right.
Negative, it's supplying ground, which is the most common, but either one could be used.
That's correct. Now I have this circuit hooked up now to a computer, fully operational. All right, the computer does have a burned out driver, all right, which would normally turn this relay on. Now right now it's hooked up with the module, all right, and if I press this button, which supplies power, ground, and a trigger to the computer, this sends the trigger out, which is picked up by the module. If I press this button, that relay will trigger, all right?
And if you just stay quiet a second and everyone listen carefully, when he presses it, go ahead.
Now if I try to drive this relay with the trigger alone coming out of the computer.
So this is taking the module out of the way,
Right.
and making it back to where it was connected in directly.
Right. This would be the ground for that relay. I've still got power there on the other side of the coil, all right? But if I took this out of the circuit, I would have nothing.
Doesn't work.
The relay will not trigger.
So in reviewing this and closing, this is a great device that Rich has come up with and put together for you in a package for $99.99, which comes with telephone support as well, that you could use to actually show that the computer is in fact has a burnt driver, or make it a repair if you so like. But this is a great tool, as well as could become a permanent repair.
Yes, it can be permanent.
And Rich, how could they get in touch with you besides going through TST?
You can contact me through TST, or you can call my cell number. I work directly off the phone. It's 201-906-8476. You can contact me by email, and that's PRAD Industries, P-R-A-D Industries at AOL.com.
Could you put that up on the board, Rich, so they can see the number one more time?
I can do that.
And again, this is the computer assist module. You know, TST, we don't get behind many products. This is a neat product, and not because Rich is a board member. This is real helpful in deciding, is the computer really bad or not? How many times you bought a computer and it didn't fix the problem? This will tell you that the driver is in fact bad. And if you have one of those customers that maybe don't have a lot of money to spend, well, guess what? This could be permanently installed, and just as you've seen there, it'll operate the relay or solenoid, whether it be evap or any other type of solenoid. So there's rich information going up there again. I'll just go over it for you. It's 201-906-8476, and it's PRAD Industries, PRADINDUSTRIES at AOL.com. So check it out, give Rich a call or send him an email and let us know your thoughts.
Any questions, give me a buzz. Thank you.